approved by the Bar Council of India and management courses by All India Council for Technical Education and Ministry of HRD. The institute is accredited as Category A by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council and assessed as Category A Plus by the State Fee Regulatory Committee, a committee of government of NCT of Delhi, and rated highest grading A by the Joint Inspection Committee of the Government of NCT of Delhi and Guru Gobind Singh University. The institute has been rated A by the Academic Audit Cell of GGS IPU consecutively from the past 6 years. GIBS has also been rated as number 2 by the Times B School Survey in both year 2019 and 2021. At GIBS, thrust is to build a student to become a successful lawyer as well as to develop good personality for becoming a good legal professional. As an agent of justice, lawyers and law students play an important role in the preservation of peace and justice in the society. Legal professionals make an impact on the lives of many as they are directly connected to the society. Law students are budding future lawyers and will be contributing to the legal profession in each and every way possible. Apart from providing quality education, emphasis is placed on GIBS on development of key skills and awareness needed by the professional careers. Going by this agenda, the institute conducts personality development workshops on regular basis. This session intends to make the students and understand that the fundamental goal of legal ethics is to maintain the legal profession's honor and dignity by adopting the principles of fair dealings with the client. To understand about the other social responsibilities of the lawyer and to see the best interests of the clients. Guest speaker for today's personality development workshop is Ms. Isha Sharma ma'am. Ms. Isha Sharma is the founder cum director of Trayambak Overseas Private Limited. Trayambak is a dedicated full-service intellectual property company which provides wide range of professional intellectual property law services to its local as well as foreign clients. The intellectual property division of Trayambak comprises of a team dedicated patent attorneys, agents having specialized domain and knowledge in the field. In the field of life sciences, biotechnology, medical, pharmaceuticals, electronics, mechanical, etc. Ms. Isha Sharma is also the founding partner in Wiredroid. Wiredroid is a dedicated full-service law firm which provides a wide range of legal services including litigation and dispute resolution. Ms. Isha completed LLB from Lloyd Law School in 2016 and completed her Masters in Business Law from Amity, Greater Noida. Ms. Isha Sharma has also done her PG Diploma in Intellectual Property and is a registered patent agent. Other than that, the law field, she has also done BTech and MTech in Biotechnology from Amity University. Ms. Isha Sharma has experience in conducting various workshops in intellectual property awareness in different institutions, summits, firms, and lawyer associations. She has a work experience in patent drafting, patent watch search, prosecution, drafting, illustrations, proofreading, monitoring, valuation, trademark, etc. Ms. Isha Sharma is a certified patent agent, has SAS certification, Six Sigma certification, and has received digital marketing certification as well. She, as an IPR professional, her strategic insight and leadership are instrumental to her success. She also brings together a rare skills and experience that span some of the most challenging sectors in the IPR field. It is such an honor to have you, ma'am. Now I would like to request Professor Vikas Gupta and Dr. Neelam Singh to kindly welcome the speaker for today's session, Ms. Isha Sharma ma'am.
Related to the legal system and how it impacts the society, and post that we'll just have a discussion going on. So to begin with, lawyers are called as foot soldiers of our constitution, which is very well aware. So if I go back to the history times from Gandhi ji to Nehru ji to Patel, it was, they were having like different views and different opinions with respect to fields and I would say strategies to be implemented during the independent times. But they all had some common background which was from the legal fraternity. So I would say that once the B.R. Ambedkar established or formulated the constitution, it played a very, very important role in actually creating the Indian history as such. So I would say that this session is going to be little comparative analysis about what is the impact of a lawyer in the society in comparison to other fields, because I also come from engineering background. So if I compare it to engineering background, if I compare it to medical background, what are the differentiations that we can achieve out of it? Right. So once the formulation of constitution was done, lawyers are actually, I would say, held responsible for interpreting or elaborating what was written. So with the current changing times, what we are facing, I would say from independence till now, it is being evaluated. And with this evolution of the scenarios around us, we need the interpretation to be executed in the realistic fashion. And that is where the role and the importance comes into picture. So a man in black and white uniform is usually considered with hope, and although I do get a lot of comments like we don't want to interact with lawyers in our lifetime kind of a scenario, but then some or the other way, once we start discussing the examples, you will be, or anybody around you will be needing you either in the form of a, I would say an attorney, or in the form of a friend where they will need your advice for sure. Now, lawyers are usually considered as, I would say, like smaller pillars. Whenever you're constructing a building, you need smaller pillars, beyond which you need larger pillars, and then you move the construction into the right direction. So lawyers act as this. Now, rights are conferred by the law, but lawyers are the officers who execute and make sure that their client or the victim is not deprived of the justice. Now, being a lawyer, as it is already known, is a very noble and a humble profession, and you need manner and conduct to carefully structure the entire thing. Bar Council obviously regulates that a lawyer should have dignity, they should have self-respect, and as he rightly said, that the interest of the client should be executed with fair and honorable means. Now, with the impact, as I was discussing, that if in case I am an engineer, what I can contribute is limited to the engineering field. If I am a doctor, I can probably contribute with limited to the medical field or medical line. But if I am a lawyer and the execution, of course, with the journey also that I had, I will explain you why I shifted from engineering to the legal field as well. So, an engineer, as I was telling you, would be limited to the engineering field, medical again will be limited to the medical field, but the lawyer's contribution is holistic in nature. So in terms of like society, you will be involved in science. A lawyer basically needs to know something about everything and everything about something. So which basically means that you need to be well aware and knowledgeable in all the fronts that are possible, and that a confrontation with the reality. Now, with the digital world coming into picture, just to state some examples, now we are moving towards digital India, and the government is promoting it very aggressively. So with digital presence, all of you have social media accounts, so from Insta to Facebook to Twitter. Then you must be using some payment gateways, so we all use Google Pay and then Paytm and whatnot. With all these digitizations, the digital frauds are also a very strong implementation to cyber law till now. So that is the front that we have to cater to. So with the current changing world, as I was explaining you, that apart from what is the standard practice of civil, criminal and corporate litigation, there are certain areas which are still not different roles and responsibilities that a lawyer can act on, and what are the different career opportunities. So I would like at least like 10 or 15 of you to tell me what is that you want to do after the completion of the course. So it can vary, say for example, somebody wants to prepare for judiciary to somebody wants to practice. So any volunteers, we can start having this discussion. BS Board, any volunteers? Then I have to go row wise. Yeah, please. What do you want to do? Litigation in which field?
In criminal, I think.
Criminal.
Yes.
Any specific reason why you want to get into it?
Because like I've interned under a criminal lawyer, so
Okay.
that's why I'm intended towards the criminal field, that's why.
Okay, so have you explored the other aspects or is it only because you were
Not yet.
limited to?
Not yet.
Okay.
Actually, it was a like 3-month internship, so that's
Right.
why I was not able to explore much. But I'm intended towards like criminal field, that's why.
But you haven't explored the other aspects, right? So, with respect to criminal, what you study in your regular courses and what you do in terms of litigation or while you are assisting a lawyer, is it like similar or is it like completely different?
No, completely different.
Exactly.
Literally completely different. It's a completely different experience.
Right.
Like when you visit the court and you like see the surroundings and all, it doesn't work like that. Like on paper, it is totally different. Even moot courts for the moot courts that we have, they are totally different from the real scenario.
Right. So apart from the technical understanding that you get from law, I'm not talking about the technical implementation, what are the other, I would say, personality traits that you feel should be there when you are executing the entire case?
I'm gaining more confidence. Like you visited, I was not able to speak. But I was the guy that was sitting in the last bench and not able to speak much and all. But now, due to this profession, I've gained a lot of confidence.
So let's start from the basics. If I am your client and I have some criminal issue going on or probably a bail matter, I come to you. So how will you begin with it?
So I would begin with like, what's the matter? First, I would ask, okay, then it would be like totally openly. I would ask that, "Hey, have you done this crime or not?"
Okay.
Okay, and then I would like to create any kind of let me say that.
That's all right, please.
Yes, ma'am. Like if you have done that, even despite of the fact knowing that you have done any crime or something, I would like to protect you. Like I will save you from any
Okay.
problem.
So what you have learned in academics in general that you have to build, first of all I have to trust you, right? Unless I trust you, the credibility or you knowing the law will come at a later stage, because otherwise I've come through a reference or in general, even if I have searched about you and I've reached you, first thing that I would like to establish is that you have to comfort me with the fact that there can be something done, right?
Yeah.
So the relationship and the interpersonal skills is what is the most important factor which plays the role whenever you are interacting with the client. So the other aspects of course will come when the process is there, when you go to the court, of course you will fight on the facts and everything, but I will not become your client and I will not be with you in the future itself unless I am pacified, unless I am sure that okay fine, you understand what I am trying to say. So patience, a lot of trust and your communication skills. So the relationship building is very important, and to be very honest, when I started off working independently, somehow I feel that was there in me, so I could not have to probably work towards it. But this is one thing that nobody will teach you, that you have to create a relationship with the client. So when I say relationship, it means you have to be a little patient listener. You need to not certainly jump on the conclusion, as like if I am suffering from a disease and I face Nancy. If I'm suffering from a disease and I go to a doctor, so he will ask for symptoms, similarly you will ask for facts and everything else. And then unless the doctor is saying, okay fine, everything will be alright, we'll just get some test runs and all that, we'll have just 5-10 minutes now conversation, I will not be pacified. And if he straight away says कि हमको लग रहा है कि आपको cancer हो सकता है and all that, so I will not go to that person and I'll be just scared with that. So that kind of relationship and the attributes that you have to carry. Anybody else would like to share their experience? Okay, I'll start from your end, please. Can you share? Yeah. What do you want to do after this course?
I want to pursue judiciary.
Okay, and what is your reason for that?
I'm बहुत ही अच्छी पोस्ट है जिसकी
Apart from that, what is your personal motivation?
prestigious post है.
Right. That is given. It's a prestigious post. What's your personal motivation? What do you want to achieve out of judiciary, apart from the job? Nothing much. Okay, fine. Just tell me what is the skill required for reaching to that position.
I'm well versed in providing judgments
Mhm.
and well versed with sections.
Okay. Can anybody else, please, can anybody else tell me what is the, please?
So afterwards I'm gonna pursue judiciary because I'm really keen to have that power, that freedom of what I want to do, and everything else is surrounded by it. I'm just so fond of it.
Okay. Any, I would say, trait that you should carry when you become a judge or...
I think since it's the highest post, I need to carry everything. Like I should have that constitutional knowledge, that power, that the freedom to do justice, that willingness and that mindset. So I think everything is required. When it comes to the highest court, when it's come to like you need to serve justice, you should have everything.
From with the perks point of view and the benefits that you will get, we understand it's a fabulous job and the highest stature kind of a thing. But with respect to the kind of mindset that you have to be little unbiased, right? Unbiased in your approach. Again, this entire discussion will be focused more on the personality traits rather than the pure legal qualifications. That is given if you are right.
You can't just walk in there with that.
So you need to be a little unbiased, right? So even if you have a personal opinion about something, unless you go by the entire facts and everything, you have to be a little unbiased, right? Anybody else apart from judiciary? We have discussed two of them. What do you want to do after this course? We'll start from the back. Blue shirt, would you like to share? Judiciary, apart from judiciary, apart from criminal litigation and judiciary, anybody else willing to do anything? Nobody wants to get into corporate. No. Civil? Okay, that's fine. Anybody wants to go into business? Nobody wants to go into business. Everybody wants to go to judiciary or criminal. We will have a lot of criminal lawyers. So let me give you a little case study, or probably we'll just discuss about it and see how you can guide me as a friend or as a client, what all I should be doing if I have this kind of a business idea. So what I want to do is, I want to open a startup with drone delivery systems, and I'm going to deliver medicines, right? So this is my idea, and I come to you as a client. What would you suggest me? And we have to go from initial point till the end. Any suggestions? Okay.
And ma'am, is that your idea, or you have taken it from somewhere? Like, is anyone else using the same idea?
Right.
So I would ask the first question like that. Has anyone, like there are several delivery apps that have been using the drone for the delivery. So that's not a new idea. You can't patent it. So you have to like ask them. You have to ask the firms to give their patent and you have to provide a royalty or something.
Okay, let me elaborate it a bit. So for the delivery of medicines, I'm using drone. For operating the drone, I'm using a software, right? And for creating the software, I go to a third vendor and create that software, right? Say anybody, ma'am is a software developer. I go to her and say that I have this idea and I want this software to be made. What should be my strategy? What all I can do?
As I said that you have to get it patented first. As soon as you get a software and you are ready with your project, you have to get it patented so that no one else is taking your idea.
So let's I would say complete this point. First of all, with respect to patent applications, if I say the idea cannot be patented, it has to be executed, it has to be made. So currently, I haven't made anything. It is just the idea. So I reach out to ma'am for creating the software and for execution of that particular thing. So drone part, I will reach out to some other manufacturer. For now, I am just reaching out to ma'am to create the software. So what should I do if I go and reach out to her? On the legal front, I'm asking. If I go and tell her to create my software and she does, उसके बाद क्या होगा?
She might copy your idea and she now has your idea and her skills included. So you can't trust her that. You have to get an agreement or something that I'm telling her the idea.
Right.
In future, if she copies my idea, then she will be liable.
Well said. So first of all, I have to get into a formal legal arrangement with her कि मेरा सॉफ्टवेयर बनाएंगे तो वो जो सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हैं it will be my intellectual property and she will not do anything about it. It is just the consideration amount I have already paid to her. So the agreement is executed, right? Now I am safe on that side that she will not copy. अब सॉफ्टवेयर हमारा बन गया है. Now I will go and file for a copyright application. Coming back to the drone part, now I need the drone manufacturer. I reach out to a drone manufacturer. What should I do?
You will again get the agreement according to the price and then each and everything you will be stating each and everything. How many products he will be giving in how much time, each and everything will be noted in the agreement.
Right. So agreement execution, all the terms and conditions will be written in the agreement. Apart from that, the ownership of IP will remain with me, and also it will be an exclusive right if I want it that way. So exclusive right, as you all understand, that it should not be shared with anybody else. And then I am the only person who can get those drones manufactured from that person, right? Now I might go to file for a patent application, or even before going to a drone person, if I have all the illustrations and the execution ready, I don't need the prototype. I just can basically on the illustration part, I can execute to file for a patent application. Okay, fine. So now drone is also done. Now with respect to delivery of medicines, what should I do? First of all, nobody of you will ask me whether it is legal or not. Are drone deliveries legal? Okay, so with the subject matter, if in case I am delivering medicines, is it legal?
If it complies with the government norms, then it's legal.
Okay, so recently there were certain changes in the rules, and it was पहले बहुत stringent था, तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते थे. So now they have allowed medicines and agriculture, right? Agriculture products and a lot of they would say dispensing of the water and everything. See, that you can do. So it's legal. I am safeguarded with the front that I want to execute with the software person, with the drone manufacturer. Now I want to start off my company. So how should I approach? What are the other factors? You have studied company law and everything, right? So either I can be an individual person and execute, or I can form an entity. Now if I execute as an individual person, there will be a lot of restrictions and hassle which might come if I want to work on a larger scale. If I want to work with government, there will be a lot of tenders where they will not allow an individual person to work. They would need an entity presence. right? And if I if I apply for startup registration or an MSME registration, I will get lot of other benefits. सब्सिडरीज मिलती हैं आपको, राइट? सो उसमें आपका टैक्स रिडक्शन हो जाएगा, आपको सब्सिडरी मिल रही है. Other than all these points that I wanted to cover, let me just share a bit about my story and why I did this. Two standard practices, standard areas where everybody is working. My personal suggestion would be, please try and pick fields which are very niche, which are upcoming, and will lead you in a better situation once you move out of your course. So yeah, that's about the story. If you have any questions, maybe we can address to that, or otherwise we can conclude.
Anyone has any questions? It was such an honor to have you, ma'am. It was Raj Gupta and Neelam Singh, ma'am, to present the memento. I
to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the International Business School. First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Isha ma'am. She has very well explained about the IPR, the basic responsibilities of the advocate, litigation, the courtroom. So I hope student has taken a lot of benefit out of this session. So thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank the organizing team. They have worked hard to conduct this informative session. I would like to thank the IT team, the admin team for supporting us to conduct this kind of event. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the student participants for participating actively and take the benefit of the session.